Hey out there, it's the one thing we all have in common. It can be fried, dyed, or laid to the side. Michelle Lemon takes us on a one-of-a-kind hair journey. Let's take a look at this.
Many people, young and old, are finding their new courage and internal strength to embrace this natural hair journey. It's more than just a phase. It's an iconic movement. Trend, is it a fan? Is it some kind of movement? I mean, what's up with the natural hair?
It's a revolution. And the revolution will be televised. Natural hair is what a lot of us cannot identify with because we have so long chemicalized our hair to fit into society, to get those promotions, to corporately grow.
Meet Lisa. She's also known as a lock restorer. She feels that now, more than ever, natural hair is to the forefront.
When a person starts to see the new growth and they accept it, and then they're welcome to the journey through a big chop or through the transition of going into the braids and watching your relaxer get shorter and shorter and your new growth gets longer and longer until you feel confident enough to let the relaxer go.
Why is it okay now?
I think politically, from a political standpoint, thank you, Obama, for being in the office. That has given so many African-American people and people of color the okay to reach back into their heritage, pull it forward, identify with it, and start living through it.
Many chemical users are not aware of its effects.
Sodium hydroxide is the major component to break the hair strands down, to make them go from curly to wavy to straight. Depends on how long you leave that chemical on the hair. As the chemical breaks that wavy pattern down to a straight pattern or the kinky pattern to the wavy, to the straight, it is taking moisture out of the hair, stripping hair of the moisture, and it doesn't put any back in.
During a natural hair journey discussion with Demetrius and Heather Johnson, they couldn't agree more with Lisa's perspective. So Heather, how long have you been natural?
2.5 years.
Wow, 2.5 years. So tell me a little bit about your journey. So is this the first time going natural, or you?
No, in 2007, I wanted to grow dreadlocks, so I had to have my hair natural in order for my hair to lock. And it took about a year, so it wouldn't lock, so I just washed it and wore my hair natural.
So it wouldn't lock, was because the texture was really soft?
Yeah,
or?
The texture is really soft, and I didn't like not being able to wash my hair.
Okay.
Because you can't wash it while you're in that locking process until it actually locks.
Okay. What's your perspective, Demetrius, on women who embrace being natural? How do you, I know some men could be a little intimidated by it, not all men, but because I think it represents a woman fully embracing herself. So what's your perspective on women choosing to go natural?
I think it just brings out, I guess, I don't want to call it a hidden part of their personality, but it just makes them more open, you know. And I noticed a big change in her personality by going natural. She just seems more confident in herself, more just trusting her own abilities.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with that, because in my journey looking for the perfect hair product, I started making my own hair products because I wasn't satisfied completely with just one product, or mixing several products together to get the perfect hair product. But it made me feel more confident, like, oh, I could do this myself.
Right. How does a natural journey line up against or to corporate America? What's expected? In your opinion or experience?
I believe it should include everybody. It should include every background, every type of person, type of hair, because, I mean, if you want to wear your hair a certain way, it shouldn't matter, you know, and I'm saying wear your hair a certain way, but this grows out of our scalp. Our hair looks like this because that's how we were created. There is no standard, so to speak, you know, this is how you should look. Well, that's not how I was born. So then I should make my hair straight because that's the standard you want me to live up to or look like. It shouldn't be that way, in my opinion.
Anything other than who we really are is basically changing it. I mean, it's if a certain organization or corporate America says, well, most I guess from my experience, most requirements are for you to simply be clean cut, shaven, presentable. To get down to, well, your hair needs to be done a certain way, your hair needs to be straightened, your hair needs to look like this, but if that's not naturally you, you know, at what point do you draw the line? I think that's where, again, we lose our identity because we're trying to, I guess, assimilate into something that we're actually not.
As you can see, the natural hair journey is more than just a phrase. Embrace yourself, love yourself, and in the words of Lisa, the Lock Restorer, blessings flow. For Bounce Around Charleston, I'm Michelle Lemon.